Okay, I
1820.
need to, rescind, I'll make a motion to rescind resolution number 18-20. That is the resolution to borrow $20,000 from the fire fund to the general fund.
I wasn't here, so I'm gonna abstain from that.
Okay, I'll second it.
And other than that, I don't see anything else in here that we need to change. So I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
I'll second.
I'll vote yes on that one.
All right. Communications?
Fred Kinsey, he is with Dominion Energy in Ohio. They're joining up a couple of pipelines on Pewtown Road, and he's inquiring about the right-of-way.
Whether he needs anything, a permit from the township to do it in the township road right away. And I told him I'd let you guys call him and take care
That's
of
gonna have to go to
that.
Chris to find out
Yeah, Chris.
proper procedure for that.
Yeah, Chris and the Portage County Engineer's Office always handle that.
Do you want us to email him, or do you guys want to call him and talk to him about it?
I'll call him and talk to him.
That guy's cell phone number and
Okay.
contact information on there.
Do you know the exact locations on Pewtown? Which side of the lake?
Don't know.
All right.
'Cause I see some Pewtown
Yeah.
residents right here. Well, close to
Yeah,
Pewtown, who use it.
doesn't have
We get
any,
gas.
doesn't have any address or anything, so I'll find out when I talk to him tomorrow.
Okay.
I stand on the front porch and see 3 wells. I love it.
And John Kroplinski, he's a Deerfield Township resident. His wife was buried November of 2017. The grave has settled. It needs topsoil and planted. He's asked the road department several times to fix it. He says if we don't, he'll do it and send us a bill. So,
What cemetery is this in?
Hartzell.
Hartzell.
And he said he's made contacts with the guys several times.
He's come in here a couple times too, and I think we've told the guys too.
All right. It'll get done.
That's all I have.
That's all you have? Fire department?
We've ran 388 runs for the year. There's been 9 since the last meeting. We had 3 EMS calls, 4 fire, 1 mutual aid EMS, and 1 public assist since the last meeting. I'd also like to look into the government cell phone plan that's provided by FirstNet. They came out and gave a demonstration to me 2 weeks or so ago. They're gonna get some quotes over. They guaranteed us that it'd be cheaper than what we pay now
Through Verizon.
through AT&T.
That's who we're through now.
We're through Verizon now.
We're through Verizon now.
Okay.
The FirstNet program's through AT&T.
They guarantee phone service everywhere out here?
They have to have 95% coverage in the United States to be on that program.
Okay, so we have to find out through Verizon if we're contracted.
Correct.
Just curious, anybody out there have Verizon?
Yes,
Yeah.
Do you like it?
yes.
I do.
absolutely.
Okay, I don't have Verizon.
I've never had any problems anywhere out
I
here.
have Sprint, that
That's what we
sucks.
have, yeah.
The only reason I asked that, I went to a reunion 2 weeks ago, and
Yeah, AT&T.
I went back in the twilight zone when I walked into that town with the phone. Just nothing. So it was really weird. So, okay, okay,
We
good.
moved out here.
Yeah, I had
We
my
got the
life.
landline and the Verizon. Well, the landline
Probably
was out
takes
more than the
32
cell.
years. Yeah.
So we gave up on the landline. I figured
Yeah.
for safety, you want the landline.
I doubt that we're
That was
under
worthless.
a big, long contract, because we've had it forever, so I imagine we're just a month-to-month basis
I
now.
think we are.
I haven't seen any contracts
No.
go through for 2 years or 5 years, so
It's
that shouldn't be a problem
special
there.
system where if there was a disaster, anybody that would be using it normally would get bumped if we tried to make a call and there wasn't a line for us to use.
Okay. Anything else?
How long have we been with Verizon?
Forever? It's been a
But
while.
didn't we just,
Years
Long time.
since the beginning.
Yeah, for a long, long, long time.
Do we have a file? I mean, I would imagine if we haven't signed anything within the last 2 years.
I haven't.
Were you with them when they were all told?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah, and we've just been with them forever, so I can't imagine we're under any
Contract.
long-term obligation to them anymore. I'm sure that's all
Yeah, that's 20 years.
null and void by now, just a month-to-month basis, I'm guessing.
I think so. I may have a
What?
copy of the original that,
Well, a lot of times they
Miles,
send things
so-
over to recontract up though, too, so.
I've never gotten anything.
Okay, you're done?
Pursue it further.
That's-
Pursue it
Yes,
further.
please. Let's get more information.
Yeah, we gotta look into it too, because we've got Verizon lines down to garage and stuff too, though. So do we wanna be on 2 accounts and all that stuff, or?
We'd have to be on 2 accounts, because if it's not first responders, they can't be on this account.
They're separate now, I think.
Yeah, I thought we had separate
Are they
ones
separate?
anyhow.
No, yeah, but it's still through one company though, so, okay, okay, yeah, look into it, Brian, what the heck?
That's it.
That-
Roads?
Just they took the patch machine back to Eddie, got quite a bit of patching done. Chip and seal season's over, so we won't get any chip and sealing done, we'll get some more patching done. Mike's out roadside mowing right now, down in Hartselle, he's kicking it, getting it kicked back. I told him just to keep roadside mowing until it's all done and caught up again. That's really about all that's going on right there right now.
Yeah, what do you guys think? It's, goes for you, I'll take the input from you guys too. It's not getting light now until 7:10, right?
Yep,
And now we're gonna go into daylight savings time on the 2nd, I think, of November. I'm thinking maybe have the guys change their hours from 6:30 that they come in now, and it's dark for the first hour, 45 minutes or whatever. Bring them in from 8 to 4:30.
I like that
That's the
idea.
lighting, that's gonna be the light, you know, I'm just,
But in 2 weeks, it'll be light an hour earlier.
for how long?
2 weeks.
We made our seasonal switch start today.
Which 8 to 4:30? I'm just thinking to get,
That does make sense.
I like that, start the 1st of November. That way they got a couple weeks to get
their affairs in order.
affairs in order and stuff to do that.
Okay.
I like that.
All right, let's do that, November 1st. 8 to 4:30. Okay. That's all I have in the road department.
I don't have any additional.
Do we have anybody out there needs to say
Yeah.
anything tonight?
I wanna say something, you
Sure.
said this, number 18 to 20,
Mm-hmm.
I've been checking in on that,
Mm-hmm.
and, they said you're not allowed to do it.
That's why
We rescinded it.
Okay, that's why, and we were discussing stuff down there about the general fund
Mm-hmm.
being broke and everything, and they asked me to bring up, to get things through to the trustees, like you did on their insurance, caught their pay, till it caught up. They said that's a suggestion.
Okay. You know, we have got reduced funds over the last few years. Casey has done that to us, all right? And we go by the advice of our attorneys sometimes. Sometimes they're wrong too, all right? And we found a mistake, we were informed of the mistake, so that's what we did. You know, we're working here too, with a lot less than what we've had in the past, Jerry. I mean, it's not a vindictive thing, it's just a business decision, and we follow our advice, because I'm not an attorney, and I'm gonna listen to our attorneys though, and when they tell us, hey, no, we can't do this. And that's where we ask Nancy and Kristy, we're all always trying to gather information. And that's what we're doing. That's why it was rescinded, okay? I mean, because, the last thing we want to do is start laying people off, okay? I mean, we're trying to keep the businesses of the township and keeping people working as well. So I appreciate you bringing that up, and that's the reason at the very beginning tonight, we took care of that.
Well, they brought it up to me, Jenna, when I was, it bothered me after I left the other night about the fire department, because it was levy, was on the thing. and they're talking about they didn't have enough money in the general fund, you all was, and they brought that up.
I wish we had more money in the whole
Well, I
fund,
understand
all
that.
over, you know, it's, we do what we have to, and sometimes it's an unpopular decision, but we're also going by the advice of our attorney to make sure things are done the right way, and that's what's happened. And we were informed that, hey, we gotta rescind this, not a problem. That's the first thing we did, we rescinded it.
You see, and it was brought up too about if you all will do that, after everything's caught up, you go back and repay them, nobody knows. You gotta go through somebody to find that situation out.
Yeah, we're working on a few ideas that we have right now with Janet Esposito and the attorney, so we got some things going.
But they
We just
said-
lost 300 grand, basically, a little over 300,000 from the state. That 300,000, most of that's general fund money, where the fire department gets theirs from the levy, the road department gets theirs from taxes, road bridge taxes and things. The general fund is what got hit the biggest with the loss of the money that Governor Kasich has taken from everybody. It's not Deerfield, they've taken it from schools and everywhere else. But he's toting around that he's got a $2 billion war chest, but he didn't tell you how he got it. And how he got it was taking a little bit from everybody. So when he did that, it made it real tough to adjust to figure that. I mean, we haven't bought a paintbrush out of the general fund. And we can't. Somebody said, you know, let's fix the bathroom. You just can't do it. Let's paint the bath. I mean, we just don't have the money to even do that. So we just don't. There's plenty of money in the road and there's plenty of money in the fire, but the way the state has it, you cannot use road money for the general. You can't use fire money for the general, but we can use general money
For either one of
for
those.
either one of them. So we can loan either one of them money, but we just can't borrow from either. It's just weird how they have it set up. But we have a few things we're working on and with the auditor and with the attorney, so we'll see what happens.
It's
We'll
not
be
like
all
we're
right.
burying our head in the sand. I mean, you know, we're going to Janet and say, hey, we need some help here. How can you help us? And what's the legal way to help us? Because she's the one that's in charge, you know, taxes and stuff.
Now, she brought up about, said they're gonna have to do like we did down there in Bann. She said, I've cut a bunch of staff, you know, to get rid of all this stuff.
We're trying not to if we
Well, I
can.
understand that, but that's.
We'll get it up.
We was discussing it down there, you know.
Right, I know, and
She
it's-
said, bring this to their attention. And I said, I will.
And believe me, we are, you know, it's already been in the back of our minds for a while now. I'm not gonna say how long, but it's been back of our minds for a while now. Because that's the last thing we want. I mean, who wants to be say, you're laid off? Nobody. Yeah, there's nobody in here that, you know, and I've been laid off before and I know that feeling. I don't wanna have to do that to one of our workers. We're doing the best we can, and I appreciate you bringing that up, but if you notice, the first thing we did when we got in this meeting was take care of what we had to take care of. Okay? Anyone else?
Yeah, are you still looking into finding somebody else to do the recycle at the circle? Is that?
There is no one else to do it.
Well, they're full again. I went up today.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
Every time I go, I can't get my stuff in there.
Yeah.
It's aggravating.
I don't know what's
go
gonna
with
happen there. The whole recycling program in Portage County may cease to exist.
I hate to see that.
I do too, everybody does, but that may happen early next year.
ultimately Steiner wants to do that. He wants to go to curbside.
Yeah, he wants
I
to
mean,
go curbside with less service
didn't
for
pay
more
for it.
money.
Now, you say they don't want glass?
No,
There's nobody that will take
Nobody
Can
it.
we
will
just
take
take
the
the glass
glass.
and throw it in the trash?
Yep,
Okay.
You
Yep.
should put that on the bed.
No, but before
pizza
you used to
boxes
get-
with grease in them they don't want. They don't want anything, 1 and 2 plastic, that's about it. Newspapers, cardboard, and aluminum's about all they want.
They're having a tough
That's
time
up
getting rid of
here?
cardboard even.
So
Yeah.
his-
That's
his-
at this one that's up
Yeah.
here still is
Yeah.
the,
Yeah, so he's wanting to raise his rates for everybody to do this, but they're only gonna take about half what they were taking a year ago for more money, and I I don't know if we're gonna need to do, if we wanna get into that or not. He's coming up with a proposal, and he'll come out here and give us proposal
Yeah.
when he gets it ready, so we can see then. But right now, you can still put glass in there.
Yeah.
He's asking us to tell everybody not to.
Yeah.
He'd rather you put it in your
Trash.
trash.
Yeah, yeah.
But at this time, he hasn't said don't do it yet because he's waiting to get this new program so that he can present to everybody.
Did we have a fall cleanup this year?
No.
Did I miss it?
No.
We're only
Just like
doing
we
one.
didn't do a fall one last
We
year.
lose money.
Because of
I
money,
believe
yeah, it costs us a lot of money to do that.
I believe that.
So it's,
I
yeah,
think-
we're down to doing one, and there's a lot of townships as it,
Cutting that out either, they're just going to scrap metal and tires because the tire dumpsters are free. I think our dumpsters this year were like $4,500, and then I think we got $1,200 out of our scraps. So you look at it, still cost the township $3,000, whereas before it just wasn't that much money. I mean, we could
we
do it
even
twice
broke
a
even.
year.
There's some years back here we
I
broke
think
even.
Edinburgh now
Yeah.
only does metal and tires, right?
Yeah. And they do tires because the county
Pays
takes
for
the
the-
tires. They
right.
pay for the disposal. That's why they do tires. I think our dumpsters that we got for them, they cost us $400 a year a piece, I think is what it is, isn't it, Nancy? $1,600,
$1,200
$1,200?
$1,200.
Okay.
a month, or a
So-
year.
Yeah, and they're wanting to raise that up $100 for each one or something, I think, so.
Problem is
And
you
take
have
a- and
people
take a lot
that
less
use those
stuff.
dumpsters for their personal trash.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
I mean, the one we had at the park, same thing.
Oh, yeah.
They,
Oh, yeah.
So he is gonna come out, Bill Steiner's gonna come out and make a presentation when he gets something that he wants to throw out to everybody. But right now, you can still throw glass and stuff in there, but he'd rather you didn't because he's paying $60 a ton to get rid of the glass now.
Yeah.
But what's gonna happen is if we do away with our recycling up there, the trash servicers are gonna know that right away, and then they're gonna raise their rates because they're hauling more tonnage out of the township, so they're gonna raise their rates to accommodate for the extra trash again. It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
well, yeah, they'll do that, and then they'll do curbside, and then still charge you for curb. So now you're getting raised on your
Yeah.
disposal, and you're gonna get hit on your taxes for a curbside.
Yeah. Yeah. It's sad. I mean, I got a bag from Aldi's the other day and said, believe it or not, I used to be a water bottle. I said, I think that's great. You know what I mean? It was a water bottle, one
Yeah.
time, now it's a bag, you know? But people abuse stuff all the time. Like I say, they throw stuff that shouldn't. It's sad.
Yeah.
Mark, did you find any more about the park issue with the trail and stuff? Did you talk to them?
Yes,
Would they say anything?
it is a nature trail. We will look into that, but they're not gonna do anything. They, when I said something, you can't see the holes.
Oh, come
Can't see the
on.
mud puddles, and I said, well, yeah, you can see them, but I just thought maybe you'd wanna fill them up, and they're
They
like,
want my
well, it's a nature
pictures, you
trail.
can see them on my phone.
It's a nature trail. They wouldn't even let us cut them, cut the
Yeah.
stuff back for safety
aren't
for
they gonna
the
keep it
people
up?
walking that trail.
Well,
They-
why do they have it on one end and not the other?
Yeah, the
What's-
other end they keep good. but
Because this
other
end up
end's
here
just
is twice as wide as the other end, and it's got 3 times as much gravel as the other end.
And the other end has nothing.
But I
on
don't,
it.
but I don't think they've done anything
Mm-mm.
since
So
they put that
They
trail.
haven't, but that's the way it started
But I
out.
mean, when they did it that way initially on purpose?
I'm thinking for the pictures and the whole 9 yards, I think they might even started to do that right there and then went, okay, wait a minute, we're running out of money to finish. I don't know. I
How about
wasn't-
if I see if I can get
It's all-
Christine Craycroft to come to a meeting or somebody from the Parks Department so we can tell them about it and
Yeah.
put them on the spot a little bit. You guys all right with that?
I mean,
Absolutely.
I'll
it's
see
there
what-
and we wanna use it, but if
All right.
people are gonna get hurt, it's not.
They might
you know,
listen
I don't
more,
want
they
to
might
close it
listen more
down.
if we get them at a meeting
That's
and
the
other
only place I
people
want.
besides us are telling them it needs done. I'll see if I can get somebody to come to our next
Yeah, because
meeting.
it's not safe to go around it. Because now the grass is wet, it's dew,
Yeah.
whether it's light out or not. It's
Right.
not safe to walk around it, even if you wear boots on, because, you're getting into slick stuff. I
Slip in
mean,
the grass. That's what I did. I went for the grass, the dew was heavy and down I had 1 foot in the mud and 1 foot in the grass and down I went.
That's not good.
Originally, Berlin Lake Association, it was members who cut that.
mhm,
They're bringing back.
they got it back. But I mean, you can tell the difference. If you walk the trail, you can tell the difference from 224 to the bridge and from the bridge to Wagner.
But originally,
I mean, it's,
they cut it equal.
No,
Yeah.
we're not talking about the cutting, we're talking
Talking
just
about
about
the
the gravel and the
There's-
mud,
yeah,
the whole.
There's holes in
So-
the walking path that are just getting bigger, and when it rains, they lay full of water, and you try to
And
walk
now the
around them.
weeds.
Like what she did, she got in the mud and the wet grass and everything instead of on the path.
They just rolled that stone out on the dirt, didn't they?
Yeah.
They didn't put fabric.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
no,
did
no,
over
no.
here.
They just rolled it out.
I mean, we try to avoid it. I
But,
mean,
you know, they
right,
get-
nobody wants to fall on purpose.
When we,
but I
when we
mean-
asked them to blow back
There's been several
the
times.
brush, just when we had the rapists going on there, I mean, even after that, for future, so people while they're walking down can see at least 6 feet on each side of that trail instead of,
Well, you know,
Right
it is a nature trail,
Yeah.
and it's supposed to be nature. And,
Well, it is, and we wear our orange and everything else because it's hunting season. I mean, we do everything we can do to prevent things from happening. But like I said, even if you're wearing hiking boots, if you slip on that muddy stuff with all the tree stuff, you can't help but go down.
Let me see if I can get somebody from
unfortunately.
Parks Department to come to our next meeting,
Okay.
so we can, other people tell them besides us, they might wanna do something.
Sure.
Cause we use it, I mean.
Oh, a lot of
Right.
people use it, it's,
And I'd hate to see it.
if it's in
not
that bad a
used.
shape, we need to get it fixed.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure the other ones in that park division, I bet you aren't as bad as that.
I bet they.
Has anybody gone to any of the other nature trails?
Well, looking
I'm
at.
sure
I'm heading to Ravenna and Streetsboro. That's my next two.
Try them
Let
and
us
see
know
if
how- let
if
us
they're
know how
not
they
like
are.
what we have, if they're very nice, then we're gonna,
Okay.
Let us know how
Ravenna's
let us know how they are.
I mean,
Okay,
again, you
yeah.
guys gotta remember, we are the most southern part of Portage
Yeah.
County
Yeah.
that
Dumb.
never gets paid attention to.
I know,
It's all up that way.
sad.
I mean, it's just, it's just because it's not even on both ends. I mean, I don't know, maybe they never had people go down to that end, I don't know, but I know when we walk the whole trail and back, and it's incredibly different in width and gravel from one end to the
Okay.
other. So that's why we're asking it,
Yeah.
see if it was something they could do.
Anybody have anything else?
Have y'all heard anything about the ball fields or anything?
Not a
Haven't
word.
heard.
Yeah,
As soon as we find out, we'll let you guys know.
they went 30 to 90 days. And that's what, the way I took it from the judge, she said she'd be back from her vacation September 13th, and we would know something shortly after.
Afterwards is what she told us.
And now they're telling us that, you know what, if you get a decision in 30 to 60 days, you'd be lucky.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
So,
They're just slow up there. I'm sorry.
All right, the 224 in's the worst, that's what you're saying?
No,
14 in is the
Wagner.
14.
Yeah, the
Wagner.
Wagner
Okay,
end
alright.
down there, up to the bridge on the back
Alright.
side.
All right,
Especially the Wagner end. When you first get in
It's
there.
always about
All right.
Wagner Road.
all right,
Yeah.
I'll call in the morning.
Well, when you get closer to the bridge, it's better, if you notice, it's better waiting.
It does get a little better, yeah, as you
to
go
the
up to
bridge,
the bridge,
but
but
when you
it's,
hit that part
it's
from the
pretty much
bridge,
up by the bridge though. I mean, other than that,
it's just mud and.
God, I
weeds
guess I'm
and
gonna have to
wet.
walk the trail and get some exercise.
Yeah. Hey, it's good for you.
Quick
4.5
question on
miles
the
a day.
cemetery.
Google Earth.
Are
I don't wanna get raped.
We don't either.
You say you do?
No!
That's why we go by 2 and 3.
I'm good. All right, I'm not going that way.
Missy, you had something you said?
Yeah, on the cemeteries, are they done with their cleaning and all that stuff for the cemetery part?
No, I would imagine in the next week or two, they're gonna start.
Okay, I saw it was mowed when we were
Yeah,
there.
Yeah,
But then, did they tell you about the holes in the driveway?
Oh, no,
Yeah,
we've
what
told
are
them
those?
about the holes in the driveway.
Okay,
Oh. Yeah,
They know,
okay.
yeah, so, yeah.
I didn't know,
was in
because
there
I wasn't here
Sunday.
at the last meeting, and I didn't get a chance to go
Yeah.
completely through all of the.
I went Sunday.
Yeah, those just.
Yeah.
I drive through every so often and
Then
I,
they just pop up, I mean, I go every
they,
Sunday too.
you know, that road is so weird because
Well,
we
it's
did
been
it
at
right
least
before
2
Memorial
weeks.
Day and everything else and did that and next thing you know, it's like, where did this all come from?
Well, I know it's been at least 2 weeks because last Sunday we weren't here.
Yeah,
So we
we
normally go at least once a week on Sunday, if not through the week.
And
but-
you're talking Deerfield because Hartsville's not
Yes,
like
yeah.
Deerfield. For some,
Deerfield.
Deerfield is just, I
Yeah.
drive through Hartsville and it's fine all the time. You go through this one, it changes a lot.
I know,
I don't know who's digging holes and
yeah. And they're nice
you
brown
spinning your
holes.
tires back there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's in the front, it's not in the back.
yeah, it's in the front.
Yeah, so yeah, they were told about that, I think Thursday of last week.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm gonna go out and I'm going out to change to put the fall stuff on. So I've
Leave a little
waited.
note, this is fall stuff.
Yeah, well, I've waited, but I thought, I just wanted to make sure.
We just sent our road patch machine back today. They've had it for a month and that's all they've been doing, so some of
Okay.
this other stuff will start happening here real quick.
Okay. I had another
Alright.
quick question. before. When election comes up, when the votes go through, if Ed gets in the position there,
Yes.
how long or what is the appropriate way for the listing to go by for the two trustees to be able to go through? Like, does somebody have to be on a list in order to?
I don't think there
How
has to
does
be
that-
a list. I
There
think
doesn't have to be, probably what they're
anything.
gonna tell you to do is advertise that there's an opening.
Sure.
We're gonna get a letter from the prosecutor's office how to proceed step for step if that happens.
Okay,
Now, if
And
you
there is a state statute to how you have to proceed.
right, I
Yeah,
just
and
wondered,
we-
is it like a 30-day thing, or is it something that we are?
I know I have to
like,
resign
is it
within
no,
30
or-
days,
Oh.
so,
Okay.
but
I just
how-
didn't know if it was gonna come up, like, cause sometimes when we have meetings, things happen in, a 2-week
Well,
gap.
there might have to be a special meeting, maybe. We'll
Yeah.
see.
I'll get a ruling and a list how we have to
We-
go about doing
And
that.
if he does get in, we have the sign and we have the website, we can get the information on there,
Okay,
and we'll follow it like it's supposed to be followed.
okay.
Paris Township's going through right now, they just had a trustee die last week. Tom Smith, been a
Mm-hmm.
trustee 25, 26 years, he passed away, so they're just starting this process right now, so.
Okay. Yeah, I just didn't know if that was, like, if there's something that we would know ahead of time, like, is there any way we can get, like, a print out of what those are or whatever when you do them, or something
Yeah,
like that?
It's gotta be-
once I get it, it'll be public, I'll get you one.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean, it'll be public, whatever the prosecutor gives us, yeah.
okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Anything else? Guys?
Nope. I'll make a motion, we close the adjourn meeting and pay our bills.
I second.
Yes.
I made coffee, so we're in good shape.
Need coffee?
Okay, yeah, make coffee. It's ready.
Okay?
So we're all coming to your house for coffee, maybe?
Is that what we're doing?
Sure.
Got ready.